Hello and welcome back to Soulful AIP. Today's video is part of my Soulful Shopping video series where I share my favorite AIP finds at various stores in my area. So today I'm sharing my favorite AIP finds at Aldi. Aldi is Trader Joe's sister store, and I love this store because it has great prices for fresh and frozen organic fruits and vegetables, and they also have decent prices on organic and grass-fed meat. So please know that this video is not sponsored. The products that were purchased with my own funds. All of the opinions are my own, and the items that are listed as AIP compliant were AIP compliant at the time of filming. Companies change packaging and ingredients of items all of the time, so make sure that you read the labels of items that you purchase to make sure they meet your personal dietary needs. So let's take a walk through my neighborhood Aldi to see my favorite AIP compliant finds. So upon entry, you walk right into an aisle with cookies, nuts, and dried fruits. Here I find freeze-dried strawberries. They're right next to the freeze-dried apples of the same brand, but don't get those. They have ingredients that are not compliant, so put those back. Now for the strawberries, those are fine. My son loves to snack on these strawberries, and I also blend them into a powder to mix up AIP compliant strawberry frosting, or I added the dried powder to my AIP cheesecake bars. It also makes a really tasty fruity alternative to powdered sugar when you blend it. Now further down this aisle leads you directly into the fresh produce area. While there's no need for me to go into great detail because most fresh produce is AIP compliant, I do want to share one of my favorite finds. Outside of a Caribbean market, I find Aldi to have the best plantains, and they're green, very, very green. So that means I can make some bomb tostones. Now I always grab 6 to 8 of these on an Aldi trip. Check out my air fryer tostones video when you get a chance. Now after grabbing plantains, I walk past this aisle with the milk, the eggs, the cheese, and the prepared meats because there isn't a thing down here for me. But then I turn left at the end and head down to the far left of the store. There are 3 sections that I will be making a stop, beginning with the meat section. One cool thing about Aldi is that they have organic and grass-fed meat for affordable prices. So here I purchased grass-fed ground beef. They have both 85% and 93% lean varieties. Here I also purchased their antibiotic-free ground pork. So right next to the ground beef, they have grass-fed ribeye and strip steaks. I've never purchased these before, to be honest, but they do look like they could be good. And they also have beef shaved steak. Now this I've purchased a few times, and it's delicious in wraps. So next in the same aisle, but a little further down, is a variety of chicken. They have antibiotic-free and free-range organic whole chicken and chicken parts. They also have ground chicken and ground turkey as well. Also in this section, you can find fresh salmon and steelhead trout. Although it is not wild caught, it is a decent option if you're on a budget. And also note that Aldi does have frozen wild caught salmon in the freezer section, but to be honest with you, I personally do not like it. Now I do sometimes purchase frozen quality wild caught salmon at times, but just not from here. In the next section of this long aisle with the packaged deli meats and cheeses, you can find prosciutto. It's compliant, good price, and they have more than one option. Now at the end of this refrigerator aisle, they have kombucha. Sometimes I find kombucha near the end of the refrigerator area in the produce aisle as well, but today they were showcasing like some of the fall flavors over there. Although it's currently winter, they don't have as many flavors here at Aldi as some other stores that I shop, but they usually have gingerberry, and that's alright with me. So if you head down to the last case in this aisle where the frozen packaged items are located, you'll find frozen vegetables and fruit. The variety is pretty decent, but watch out because they also carry seasoned vegetable packages as well. But there's one seasoned package that is AIP compliant, and it's the rice cauliflower. Now, I typically pick up both the plain and the garlic varieties. So now at this point, we've shopped the entire perimeter of the store, and we found most of the goods that are available, but I do like to check out the aisles to see if there are some specialty items featured here that are compliant. One item that I do purchase at times is the Lacroix sparkling water. So for those of you that like a little fizz every once in a while like myself, it's always here. I also recommend that you check out the seasoning aisle too, because sometimes you'll find a couple of blends that are safe, such as their Italian seasoning blend, but of course, as always, make sure you're reading your labels. Now, one thing I found today that I never saw before was a little shocking. I couldn't believe I found coconut flour and sugar here at Aldi. The coconut flour was a 2-pound bag and the coconut sugar was 1.5 pounds. For $4.99, that's a steal. What a great way to end my trip. Let me know in the comments of the items that you found in your local Aldi store. Did I miss anything? Also, what store would you like me to feature in my Soulful shopping series? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Soulful AIP.